Good. Deep breath in through the nose. Really fill the lungs up. And as you exhale, feel everything starting to tighten around your midsection as you sort of draw the energy in as you exhale. Good. Let's do that one more time. Deep breath in. Lovely controlled breath. And exhale. Really nice, guys. Let's take a quick little side stretch. So reaching the arms out nice and wide and just tipping over to one side as you stretch over there, feeling that beautiful extension through your side body. And deep breath in there as you exhale, draw the arms up, and we'll go straight to the second side, reaching over. Again, really feel your tailbone, your seat bones are stationary on the mat here. Really feeling that extension through the side of the ribs. And exhale. Lovely, guys. Draw your hands into your heart center. We're going to do some seated cat and cow now. So interlacing your fingers, push your hands forward as you draw the belly in, push your spine back behind you. Really feel that lovely stretch through the back body. And then sitting nice and tall. And then just bring the hands down to realign that posture. So hands into the heart center. We think of pushing and curling back here, really opening the vertebrae of our back body. Looking down towards your belly button. And then sitting nice and tall. And then pressing firmly down. Lovely. We're going to do that one more time. Deep breath in, draw the hands in. Exhaling. Sitting nice and tall. And then bringing those hands down. Lovely, guys. Okay, let's transition now onto our back body. So coming over onto your bottom, going to take a nice slow roll down through our spine. So finding a nice tall back and then curling down through your spine one vertebrae at a time, really ensuring that that roll down is almost like part of our exercise there. As you arrive, taking a little windscreen wiper, just allowing the hips to soften here and just taking a few moments to get comfortable in our supine posture. Excellent. We're going to start with really basic crunches today, just to engage our abdominals. Easy way to find them and switch them on for the practice. So hands to the back of your neck. I want you to really focus on keeping your elbows wide and start to draw your abdominals down here. So really think about pulling your belly button to your spine and engaging that powerhouse. We take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we're going to sit ourselves just to a little crunch position. We're not going to curl the elbows, we're going to keep them really wide, and then inhaling to lower. And squeezing to lift, and inhaling to lower. So I should hear a lovely note, exhale as you sit up here. Watching as well that we keep our chin away from our chest. So at all times, we want to make sure that that chin is staying away from the chest, and that we're not using our neck to engage our abdominals here. We want to use the tummy muscles to pull the body up. Good. So let's just do a couple more here. Nice. Now we're going to add a little arm extension. So we're going to come up, we're going to reach our right arm for the bottom of our mat and squeeze to return. And left arm's going to reach and squeeze. So it's like you want to tap, like almost like the heel of your foot there. Feeling that beautiful extension, sort of just going a tiny bit further than you would in a normal crunch. Just feeling that engagement. Good, let's do one more each side. And last one. Beautiful work, guys. Relax the head and chest down. Bring your arms up, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, establish and find your T position. So arms in line with your shoulders, making sure you're making a beautiful T shape with your palms facing up. Good. Taking your right leg off the mat and left leg to follow, and then squeeze your knees to touch. We're going to move into our supine twist now. So we breathe in to prepare. We're going to exhale the legs over to one side of the mat with control, keeping those shoulders flat, and squeeze to lift. Good. Other side. As we move the legs, nothing else is moving. We're keeping everything else really still here. Feeling that lovely twist through your mid-zone. And squeeze it up. Good. Keeping that beautiful sense of control. Always initiating movement from our mid-zone. Good. Keep that beautiful breathing for me. Inhaling at the top and exhaling on the movement. And squeeze. Good, let's do one more. Lovely work, guys. Now stay up here. We're going to send those arms back up now, keeping that engagement in your abdominals, pulling the belly down. And we're just going to take some toe taps. So take your knees a little bit further apart now, like you've got about a fist distance in between your knees there. And we're just going to take simple toe taps and lifting up. So we're going to exhale as we tap down and lift. We're going to take the arms out to a wide V and then squeeze them in. Out to a wide V and squeeze. Good. Really focusing on keeping those shapes for me, them beautiful shapes of the leg. And also that V. We want to just sort of kind of engage our pec muscles as we come up here. Just making a little bit of resistance. Let's do one more each side. And last one. Good. And then just give your knees a quick release there. Have a quick squeeze of your knees. Bring your feet down. Enjoy a gentle little windscreen wiper before we move on. Really good job, guys. We're going to do just one more little ab activator here. So not really a traditional Pilates exercise, but using our Pilates sort of method, so to speak. We're going to take the legs up with a soft bend. I'm sure most of you have probably done this one before. Soft bend in the knees. And hands actually will take them up, so we're working a little bit more in stabilization. You're just going to do a little lift and lower. So a little crunch from your lower abdominals. You're thinking of lifting the leg and lowering. So we're breathing out and inhale, lower. And down. So this is tiny movement. And we want to try not to swing too much. We want to try and go directly up and down. And you should feel like almost like a little electric shot down through your abdominals. It's like a really tight little lift, and it just engages that area. Good. Now switching the top leg, we'll just finish off here with 5 more. So 5. Keep breathing. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 more. Nice, everyone. Bring those feet down. Really good job. All right, let's move into some single leg work. So again, have another quick little neutralizer. Take some time just to relax that lower back. Beautiful. Okay, let's take our right leg in towards our chest and just taking a couple of gentle circles there, warming up that hip zone. And then reverse that. Round the other way. Good. We're just going to do side extensions today with our single leg work on supine. So send that leg up towards the roof. Have a few circles and mobilizing openers for your ankle here. Both directions. Beautiful. And then the same leg and arm, same arm as the leg's going to go down to the side. For this one, you can press the hand down. Yeah. Keeping a nice straight leg if you can, but if that feels too intense, a little bend is fine. Now, opposite arms reaching up for that leg. We're going to open out to the side just as far as you can, that your pelvis isn't moving too much. So we want to keep the pelvis square, and then we're going to use a little bit of an abdominal activator as we come up, almost like a little crunch, and then we open. And exhale, squeeze, and then open. So we're working hip range, hip flexibility, but also a tiny bit of core activation. Good. Let's do 2 more. Squeeze and lifting to the lower. 1 more there. Good. Now stay there. Bring both arms up and take some tiny little pulses as though you want to reach for your big toe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hug that knee down. Good job, guys. Have a little breath there. Lovely. Just squeezing that knee in towards your chest. You might want to also sort of just move it from side to side just to really mobilize that side before we do our second side. So once you've had a little stretch there, going over to the second side, squeeze the knee in, and just again starting with those knee circles, just to warm that area up. Both directions. We're always thinking of that ball and socket joint when we do this movement. It's a great one to sort of do before Just preparing. Lovely. Now, fully stretching through the leg if you can, or keeping it slightly bent. We're drawing that belly button down and we're really firing up that abdominal zone. Same hand as leg to the mat for support. We're going to go out to that nice opener with our hips staying square, and then squeeze to lift. So that might mean you literally come to here and up. You want to keep integrity in your alignment, making sure that nothing is swinging away, but we're keeping that stability through our lower pelvic floor area. Exhaling to lift. Good. We're going to do just a few more. Good. Really good. Keep that breath for me, making sure that you're really exhaling as you draw the body up. Let's do one more, and then we're going to stay at the top. Good. We're going to bring that other arm up and just take those gentle little pulse crunches. As we do this, we pull the belly further down. We really tighten that zone for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And hug the knee down. Good job. Give it a tight squeeze. Have a moment to just take a little windscreen wiper. Lovely work, guys. And then next time you rock your knees over to the left, we're going to come onto our sideline now. So making your way to your sideline, we're going to start with our side leg lift clam thing. So we're going to take that supine position basically as we did on our back onto our side now. So taking pretty much your supine posture side now on your back now onto your side. So I want you to try and keep a fist distance between your knees when you lower this leg down. Top arm can just be here for support. Opening that leg up, and then as you bring it down, remember you're going to keep that imaginary sort of space there. So basic opens here, and different to clams in the sense that we take that whole shape up and then draw it back down. And as you do this, I want you to keep focusing on that top hip, that it's not swinging here. We want to keep that square stability. Everything is working cohesively to hold that posture. Good. Now we're going to add our extensions. So we're going to come up to the top. We're going to stretch that knee, bend it in and down. Same thing, we're going to stretch it out to the front, in and up. Stretch and down and forward. Stretch, down and up. Good, let's do one more here. Nice. Now we're going to take this into a circle. So what we usually do in our back body, we're going to take it on our side now. So we draw that circle all the way up, all the way down, and then forward. And again, like we do with most of our exercises, everyone, we don't want to sacrifice our form for that circle. We want to keep the control and make sure that the pelvic area is staying as square as possible. Good. Now you're going to reverse it with a flexed foot. So we reverse it, we come up and down, push back around and up, and exhaling. Good, and squeezing. Good, everyone, we've got one more of these. Really great work. Lovely, guys. Now take that leg, place it down to the mat, and stretch your underneath leg out now, flexing through the foot. We're going to go straight into those little inner thigh pulses. So just finding that inner thigh area. This one is just so simple, but so effective for our inner thighs. We're going to think of that little sort of tennis ball idea, sort of bouncing on the inside of your foot. Good. We're going to take 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely. Point that foot, lift and hold as high as you can without moving your hips. Squeeze, 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 and ease it down. Beautiful work, guys. We're going to roll over onto our back now. And again, have a little windscreen wiper. And before we do the second side, we're actually going to do some roll-ups to our bridge. So we're going to use that as our little intermission for our legs. I mean, bridge still is a lot of leg work, to be honest, but a nice sort of mid-zone before we go to the second side. So placing your feet down into the floor. Hardest level, you're going to take your arms Then we push that little triangle shape away and we feel the release of the muscles. So we scoop, think of drawing everything up and under that rib cage and then roll it away. Good, let's just do 2 more of those. Tuck and squeeze and then rolling away. Good, now you're going to press firmly down your feet and then continue that movement to roll up. So 1 vertebrae at a time, peeling that spine off the mat, pushing the hips nice and high. Think of like you've got 2 lights on the top of your hips, pointing directly up towards the sky. Lifting through the heels and then drawing down, slow, slow, slow. Really control this all the way down and dropping those heels to tuck and repeat that. So tuck the pelvis, roll, 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 all the way up through that spine. 1 vertebrae at a time as you get to the top, peaking the hips. See if you can go a bit higher. Chin is still away from the chest here. And then smoothly roll down, taking your time. Really execute that slow, controlled movement. Good, let's do 1 more round of this. Slowly, slowly. Good, as you get to the top, see if you can peak a little bit higher, push a little bit higher. Squeeze through your bottom. 1 more deep breath and roll it down. Really good work, guys. Release those hips. Have a moment just to relax there. And then as you did on the first side, the next time your legs fall to your second side, we're going to prepare all that side line on our second side. So setting yourself up with that nice 90-degree angle, making sure that you've got space around you, obviously. And as you mentioned this on the first side, just watching whatever head alignment you're doing, whether you're lying down or supporting the neck, that you're not jarring it. Try to keep that length in the neck. Good. So we're going to start with just those little lifts. Keeping that fist between your knees as you lower. Want to keep that control, that really strong awareness of the hip alignment. Good, and we use our core here. I mean, we use our core for everything in Pilates, but particularly here, we're really thinking about that abdominal area, really working to stabilize us. Good. Now we're going to take the little stretches now. So coming up, stretching up, and in, down, and stretching forward. Squeeze it in, and up, and stretch, in, and down, and out, in, and up. Really good work, guys. Keep breathing. Amazing. Good, now we're going to go into those circles. So we're going to go down with the pointed foot to start to the bottom of your mat, and then lifting up. As you do this movement, nothing else is moving. Yeah? We're focusing on that control. And again, not to worry, if you need the gentle bend whilst you're working this hip alignment, take it. Good. Okay, we're going to flex the foot now. Also keep in mind that you can keep these circles a little bit smaller. You can keep them smaller like that if you need to. Although if you're keeping them smaller, doesn't mean that you're going to do them faster. I want you to really control this and keep it as slow paced as you can. Good, we've got 1 more and then we're going to lower this one down to the floor. Really good job. Nice. Okay, take that leg to the back there. Open the hips slightly. Send that underneath leg out straight for those little pulses. So we're thinking about the inside of our thigh here. We're activating that inner thigh muscle like a little string or like a rope. And you want to think of pulling it as you lift, lift, lift. Good. Taking time to really find those muscles. Still focusing on our side body, still breathing there. Good. Let's take 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Point your foot, lift and hold it there. Take a really deep breath. And then exhale down. Lovely work, guys. Okay, this time gently push yourself up. We're going to do a quick little side plank series. Yeah? So keeping really focusing on our shoulder. It's setting up over our elbow, making a fist or pressing the hand down, just depending on your body what feels sort of more supportive for you. Then sending the legs out, using that top hand to pull the waist up and then extending out to that full side plank if you're doing that, or keeping one hand down. Now we're pushing the mat away and we're keeping that beautiful square alignment. Top foot you can stack one in front of the other or take one on top of the other. Now the top arm is going to do a little threading of our needle underneath our side waist and then realigning with that head following the hand. So exhaling and inhaling smooth. 2 more. You're going to really feel those obliques working and that underneath shoulder really firing up that muscle zone. Good. Now hold it here and just taking some gentle little dips for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and ease it down. Lovely, guys. Just sit yourself up. Take that underneath arm across your body for a quick stretch. Really good. Remembering as well, if you have any wrist pain and you're ever in a class and you're doing side plank with the full arm, you can always, and most instructors will tell you this anyway, but you can always come down to your elbow just to make it a little bit more secure and safe, yeah? Okay, second side, shoulder over the elbow, making a fist, pressing the hand down. We're going to take that top arm and just assist our body up into that position, making sure that our shape is correct. And we're picking whatever foot alignment that we're going to do. We're going to take that little spiral under and inhaling to lift. Exhaling. And inhaling to draw up. Good. We have just 2 more. Continue to push the mat away. 1 more there. Nice. Now we hold it. We're going to take those little tiny pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it really strong for that last breath and ease it down. Lovely work, guys. Pushing yourself up, taking that underneath arm across. Have a lovely stretch through your shoulder. Nice job, guys. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to finish off with some of our stretches. So let's just take the last 4 minutes to have a lovely stretch out. We'll take our seated tree stretch. When we don't have a long class, this is the best sort of stretch to incorporate multiple areas. So sitting down on the glutes, knee open to the side, we're going to reach the arms up. Just be careful, so you might find you might need like a pillow or something underneath that knee if you can. And then exhale, reaching over. So as we do this, we're really thinking about stretching through our back, our hip, yeah, and our hamstring. Just taking one more deep breath there. And then very gently roll up through your spine here. Good. Then you're going to take the opposite hand to the knee, reaching the other arm up, and we're going to do a little side stretch. So we stretch over towards the side. Now you might find you're further up, wherever you are. I want to think about looking underneath that top arm, feeling that lovely side body stretch. And then drawing your arms up and take a breath. And we'll do that on our second side. So settling into your glutes here, make sure that you're able to sit really tall, breathing in to prepare, and then exhaling over. Again, just really focusing on that length in the back body, that stretch there. Very gently start to roll up, and then taking the opposite hand across, reaching that other arm up and stretching over to that side. Again, thinking about sort of looking underneath that top arm, feeling that lovely stretch out. And then drawing that position up. Lovely. Okay, taking the feet back into your seated posture. I'm going to just do a few stretches for our head and neck now. So dropping your one ear towards your shoulder, whichever side, and just feel that side extension. Really think about drawing that opposite shoulder down like you're wiping your chin across your chest. And then sitting nice and tall. Second side, so really drawing down. Feel that second side pulling down, that extension through your side. And then dropping the chin down. And then like you're wiping your chin across your chest. To roll, to find that standing alignment in our back body. And we're going to just take our 3 breaths to finish. Great work today, everybody. So taking our arms out nice and wide. We're going to take a deep breath in to draw the arms up. And as we exhale through the mouth, we press down. Good, deep breath in, drawing the arms up too. And big exhale. And final one, feel this final grounding breath before you start your day, your week. Big exhale. Lovely, guys. Well done, everyone.